Welcome back to the Center Podcast. I got Mark and Quentin here. How y'all feeling today?
I'm good. Feeling
I'm
great.
good.
Feeling
I
great.
fought the Caca demon before I got here.
You said fuck.
I know, that's what I felt too. It's like, all right.
I fought the Caca demon, bro.
Clearly you won because you're here.
How
You
was
made
it?
it.
Tell us.
You know, it wasn't easy, bro. You know, the Caca demon, he really tried to get the best of me, but
You said not today. Not today. That's
with
beautiful.
with the good grace of God, you know what I mean?
Good Grace of Reeves.
Because you know, us Reeves, praise be his name, Keanu, really helped me through with this one. All hail the great Keanu.
Peace be with you. Peace be with you. And turn your PS4
Also,
on.
what
See,
happened?
got caught. What you doing?
Like, come
See,
on.
no,
here you
because
go. Nah.
This Mark, we
You violating,
never
B. You
left.
violating.
I want to go turn to
the button on the PlayStation.
Yeah, I got you. I just turned it off.
Yeah, he just put his finger where the power button's supposed to be at.
I still hear it, Q.
Button. Exactly. Like, damn, I didn't hit that mute button.
That shit off, bro.
I didn't hit that mute button. Shit.
I'm here with y'all.
Okay.
Yeah.
A demon.
Yeah, the Caca demon bulls drawn. He was like, first off, I woke up at 4 a.m. My stomach was just like on angles, and I was like, I was laying in bed. I was like, yo, chill. I was like, please. I was like, I don't want to get up. I'm tired of this shit. And I was just like, my stomach just kept hurting, bro, like drawn. I was just like, fuck. I got up, went to the bathroom, blew the fucking toilet up. I was like, damn, man. And then fucking went back to bed. And then when I woke up this morning, I fucking took another shit. I was just like, bro, what is with me?
What'd you eat?
Honestly, my mom brought food back from Cape May. Well, she actually, you remember that Spanish spot, like the only Spanish spot in Wildwood on the boardwalk?
We had passed it, yeah.
They went there yesterday, so.
Oh, okay.
She brought food back from there.
Was it still as popping?
I mean, it was cold. Well, not cold, but you know, it was like lukewarm.
You ain't reheat it.
Warm.
Why didn't you microwave it? You could have saved yourself a lot of trouble.
What's so hard about it?
Come on, bro. Come on.
I don't do that.
You don't reheat food? So that.
Why?
I don't like the microwave, bro. That shit is all
cancer. Dumbass, yo. I freaking knew it.
Are you serious? Or...
As you sit in front of a TV and a laptop and have headphones around your head and keep a phone next to your ear and wear AirPods, you worried about a microwave.
Bro, do you know how much...
Tell me.
Oh, God. You know what, bro? I'm not going to get into it for you. It's so radioactive.
I know it's radioactive, but you have other things around you that are radioactive. So at this point, what are you really worried about?
And the amount of time you spend around those other things compared to a microwave.
That's why I don't get all the dumbasses. They're like, oh my God, 5G. I'm like, yo, you literally live around radio frequencies all day. And just because people...
Bro, for that 5G shit is really stupid, bro. Like, that shit...
Said the same shit about 4G. Said the same shit about any freaking thing. Pretty soon you're going to hear shit about air fryers because they're going to be like, oh my God, they didn't realize how it works.
I'm honestly surprised that hasn't happened yet.
Because they have that one YouTube video hasn't caught fire yet of something that somebody probably made already.
Give it time.
Somebody's going to make this weird TikTok conspiracy, which is going to be true because it's not really a conspiracy. But I'm like, oh my God, spread the news. Throw out your air fryers. You're killing your grandma. It's like, it's the same thing as a microwave. Same thing as a TV.
They deadass, like, everybody deadass bought that shit for their grandparents. Like, that was like, I remember during the time I was at your house.
Yeah.
And I was like, everybody really buying this shit for their grandparents. And then your mom was like, get the fuck out. She didn't say that, but like, she was like, I just bought that for my
for his mom.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, bro. Use your microwave, bro. You're not saving anything. Unless you want to put it on the stove or an oven.
I'd rather use toaster oven than
Oh, because that's so much better.
It is.
Mm.
So, yo, I'm looking at my game library, and I just want to
Oh, I
say,
thought it was turned off.
no, I wasn't. So I just want to
Yeah.
say, I have some really lit ass games like Move or Die is super fun.
So,
Sonic Mania.
2020, somebody's going through it. Let's talk about that.
There's a lot of people going through it. We got Megan with bullet holes in her. We got Tory Lanez getting locked up for putting bullet holes in her. We got Kanye.
Wait, hold on. Tory Lanez was the one who
Yeah,
shot
That's
up.
what people saying. Yeah.
That's what they're saying.
What?
I saw a John on Twitter. They were like, she's in the car with him. Like, why you got so many cushions in your car? And it's the bull with the gun just shooting like crazy. Like, I was like, yo, stop.
Yeah. So I remember a while ago I seen a video of them like chilling, like they was like making videos together around that quarantine stuff, and they was cool. And I guess they was hanging out again. But Tory got locked up for having guns in his car, and then Megan was trying to go away from him, and she bow bow.
Bro,
This man said, you're not leaving.
Bro, do you know I had a dream last night that fucking one of the Jenners died. I don't know if it was Kylie or Kendall, but I know the world was like distraught. And I was just like, over a Jenner though?
No,
No,
a lot of people will be upset.
Chill.
I think it was Kendall though, and it wasn't.
That's why my baby's.
And it wasn't like around this time. It was like in the future because she had kids.
Okay.
Like I remember that, but I think it was Kendall, and she passed away, and everybody was just like going crazy. I was just like, damn.
So if she dies soon, it's your fault because you manifested it.
You could have prevented all of this.
You could have told her. You could have went to her house and be like, "Look, once you have kids, you're gonna die."
No, just do this. Just send the DM, right? And then all you got to do is, if she does, you're like, yo, I did my part. She just didn't look at it. So it's
tweet it out. Tweet it out just in case, and then when years pass and it happens, you can
That's real, man. That's gonna really manifest it.
Quinn's gonna be now known as a psychic guru.
And that's how you make your millions.
Exactly.
We'll send you to South Street. Him a little booth. Quentin.
Yeah.
Stop being distracted and do a podcast for a half hour, please.
Can I DM Kendall?
No, not right now.
You'll do
well,
it.
All right, if she dies for 30 minutes, it's your fault.
She's not having kids.
What if she has a kid on the low, which is on over?
All right, that's fine. Well, you'll deal with it later. You're not gonna do anything to stop it. But can you?
All I'm saying is, if it was her to have one, I doubt we would not know by now.
Yeah.
How big they are. Somebody's looking at that stomach with a big ass camera in a bush right now.
When Nikki just said she's pregnant, she just posted pregnancy photos.
Oh, yeah, I saw John with Nikki.
Minaj.
Yeah, Minaj. That one.
Minaj et toi, like Minaj.
Yeah, the rapper. Pull up and talk on we walk like a bad bitch that came from Sri Lanka. This shit.
Yeah, that. But
I'm good.
So yeah, the last thing I only know about that whole Tory Lanez thing is that I know it was like at one point him, Meg, and then it was Kylie. They were all hanging out together.
Was it Kylie? I didn't know that.
Yeah, it was Kylie, and I was surprised too. I looked at it and I was like, "Wait, what? This is so random.
Why is she with them?"
I was like, "This is so random." I was like, "What?" I mean, yeah, but still, it was just so random because I would not expect those two to just be randomly with Kylie. Like that just weird to me.
First off,
so I haven't seen.
I should have known because Meg Thee Stallion hung out with G-Eazy. She hang out with anybody.
That was a while ago. I haven't seen the video of Megan with her foot bleeding or whatever though.
I did. She got out the car. She was getting out the car and all you saw was like a trail of blood.
Is it like an aerial shot?
Yeah.
Okay, I think I found it.
But yeah. All I remember is that they were with each other, and then the next day or two, all you heard was that shit about her
I thought they got shot at.
No.
And then
basically, he got caught with a gun in his car, and then that was maybe the shooting happened before he got caught with the gun in the car. Like that's what triggered it, I guess. But how you gonna shoot at her though? Like, what was the? And I'm sure she'll never like make it public of what happened. I guess just out of.
How you go from quarantine radio to doing this, bro? That's some dickhead shit.
Probably drinking or drugs or something like that, because you don't just flip like that, especially on somebody you know.
Like you gotta be a different type. Like, there's like, you can be mad, but like you gotta be a different type mad to like really do that. So it's like that.
Especially on a female that's like a colleague almost, like, I guess, because they're in the same industry. And I don't think I've ever heard a history of Tory like being like this, as far as I know.
Fuck no. That's why I find it hard to believe that he did it. That's why I was just like, what?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Just busting.
So much anger in such a small body.
Yeah, it's tall to be.
Just like Chihuahuas, dog. Zoe
got a lot of love in her. It's just not for you.
Don't talk about her. All right.
Everybody else who meet her same day, they be laying up with her, except for you.
Let's be quitting. Not wanting to touch her. I'm like, bro, just touch her. She loves you. She's just testing you. That's what she does.
You'll do that, but walk up to like a big ass bulldog and like show all the love in the world. But a Chihuahua will come up and he'll be terrified.
You know what's so funny? That's so true.
Dogs.
Zoe's just, I just don't fuck with her. Yo. Get a new dog, bro. Like,
and that's why she don't fuck with you.
I don't care. Like, I'll tell her to admit, bro. I don't give a fuck.
I'm sure you will. Bite your ass. Because nobody else has a problem with Zoe.
I do.
Maybe it's a you thing then. If she like everybody else, maybe it's something she trying to tell me.
Uh-oh. And it's getting real toxic in here.
But yeah, I don't get honestly, I need to start being better of like following these news stories, because we do this. It kind of makes sense for us to be informed on this shit. But,
I just don't care now. Like, I'll be forgetting too, because I'm just but
if I'm gonna give my opinion on things, I feel like I should at least know the full story on stuff like that.
I just feel that though, because I just be on that same type of time. I just be like, I was like, what else? I was like, what's happening now? And it'd be some nut shit. I'm just like, oh, God. Here we go.
It just be so random, so you don't think as much of it, because you're just like, what? Tory, Meg, shot in foot. You're like, what? The hell? You're like, I'll find something else later. I'll just like let that be.
Honestly, yeah. That's like when this whole thing happened. I was like, damn, they probably got shot at. I was like, that's crazy. And then
find out more next time when I go through Twitter.
Another thing I just kind of heard about was with the fact that Kanye's dropping his like the album next week of like Donda, like named after his mom. I just seen something this morning basically saying that Nicki had a verse on one of the songs and he removed the verse from the album. So like I'm kind of confused on that, because like obviously they have their history with Monster, and I think that is like a classic, even though she like kind of like out-rapped a lot of people in that song, and people are saying that that's why. But also on Ye, he has that song. She's not on it, but I think she like wrote the verse. It was like, I'm gonna have a daughter like Nicki, but no Minaj's. Like Nicki wrote that. Like at the end of the song, you hear a phone call of Nicki saying like, "Oh, this is how I hear this lyric being said." So she like made that for that album. So I don't get where, like maybe it's ass, or maybe she really did like fuck it up, and like he's like, "Nah, you're not gonna out rap me on my own song." But who knows?
I can never do that. I can never be like, yo, someone out rap me, I'm gonna take them off. Like I can never.
I'm not gonna take them off, but I'll redo my verse.
Yeah, you could redo your verse.
That's literally what. Ain't that literally what happened with Cherry Bomb? With Tyler Creator.
He redid his verse.
You were just telling me about that. Yeah.
He rewrote it, yeah, and it wasn't even his song.
My man said, "Nah, I got other things more important right now. I'm gonna just take."
He was just like, all right, y'all really. He's like, y'all really went ham on this shit. He's like,
you gonna make me rap, like.
Yeah.
But I mean, most likely we will still hear it like a leak. So we'll know if what if
You
it's like
know,
really bad and it's like, all right, you know what you was doing, Kanye, like,
You're like,
or it's really
oh,
good
like
and we're like, damn, you a hater for that.
you know what? You know what I still hate to this day?
What?
Drake taking pop can off controller.
Oh yeah.
I still don't
You know
forgive
what?
him for that
You know
shit.
what other song? Y'all remember? I forgot what song it was off of what album, but there was a song that Drake had with Kanye and Jay-Z, and they took their verse off of it. You remember? You remember? Let me see if I can find the song.
what up?
I'm about to look it up on YouTube just to make it easier. Uh, Drake, Kanye,
I feel like I do remember
and
hearing.
Jay-Z.
I'm trying to remember. I honestly
Pop
don't.
style. It was pop style.
Okay. Yeah, I remember hearing something about Kanye. Like I remember that. Yeah. Like I remember. I think who showed me like a leaked version of that, and it was like with Kanye's verse on it.
Oh, I gotta find. That's just him. I'm trying to hear the real.
I think it comes near the end. I think.
That was just a 1 minute video.
Oh.
Remember, it's like pull up with a bit in the
If I
Kawasaki.
ever need to go and find out any leaked stuff, I'll just go to Manny. That man just be finding crap. Like his man just finds stuff. I'll be like, what? He be like, you heard about that leak, John? I'm like,
But that wasn't even
no.
a leak. That was just the song at first, and then he dropped the album. He took them off.
Oh yeah.
That was on Apple Music at one point.
Drake. Come on, Drake.
Talking about Drake.
What you know about Drake? Drake.
I found it. I'll play it later. But
Okay.
yeah, that's another option. Like a point of that. What you got there, Q?
I'm gonna share with the class.
Are you on TikTok
Man,
right now, bro?
this man going back to 2016. That's what he's doing.
Yeah,
Uh,
that's that shit right
Let's
there, bro.
take us to a time back when things were good.
yeah, it's a weird thing to like think about like, when they do that. Meanwhile, you got like
I'll never unless I'm really in the industry and a rapper or artist myself. I'll never understand half the shit that they do. Like they really be moving funny in that industry. I see why niggas be hating each other. Like
Yeah.
I
it's
see
cause,
why
but
motherfuckers be
that's just like
beefing.
that's like a Hollywood, LA type thing though. It's like everybody
Yeah,
just uses everybody. Not that I
yeah.
know from personal experience, but a lot of people that I hear of, they're like obviously like I follow or watch when they like sit down and actually talk about shit. They're like, yo, people are just grimy over here. Like it's not even like, oh, I could be your friend on like a personal like I fuck with you level. It's just like, what can you do for me? What can I do for you? And that's all it is.
How much clout do you have that you
How
can
much
boost me higher?
how much can I
Um,
get out of you?
yeah, can I benefit
They
from
just they
doing this
use
type
each
of thing?
other, let alone like be
Bro,
there
you
for each
literally
other.
see it, and like people, like, yeah, all right, you actually do make good shit, but sometimes because there's like when the baby got really like popping, everybody did a song with the baby.
Well,
When
I
Meg
don't.
Thee Stallion got popping, like that's like
That's just always been a thing though.
that's what I'm
Like
saying though. It's
Once
like
somebody pops off, it's like all right,
you
everybody
gotta
starts noticing and they're like,
latch. They try to latch on to it to keep like if you dwindling, you gotta make the song with this person.
and the
Like
crazy part,
think about how many songs were like are popping, and then there's a Drake remix like a week later where he's
yeah,
like Summer Walker had her song, and then Drake hopped on it, and then you'll see a whole
yeah,
bunch of other songs like that where just Drake throws a verse on it to like also help that artist, but also help himself to stay relevant.
yeah, and then you also just notice like the certain people how fast they jump onto it, and you're just like noticing like,
Mhm.
okay, who's the people that are like going onto it really quick, and you don't really notice it because you're just like, oh, that person's big, and you're like, oh, another big artist is working with them too, and you're just like, wow, this is tough, but it's the same thing. Yes, Quentin.
speaking of Drake, I saw this photo of his back tattoos resurfaced, and I just want to say I I don't like the fact that he's very rich and can afford a really good tattoo artist, but it looks like fucking a third grader did it on
You
his
think
back.
so?
Like,
I just thought
I
his
mean,
tattoos look
unless
kind of
it,
creepy.
I just think his
my
tattoos
opinion,
are
like
very random. That's what I think.
it looks all spread out. Like
Yeah.
I don't think that's a bad artist thing. I think that's just a bad placement thing.
on
Because
maybe,
they're
but
all well
like
done. Like it's like Aaliyah, his producer. I think that's E40. His parents. Like there's good detail there. It's just like he hasn't finished it. Like if he fills the
Yeah.
gaps in, it won't look bad.
yeah.
Do a whole mural type thing.
Only
in his
problem
back.
I have is that why does he have all these faces on him? It looks like a weird ritual. Like he sacrificed these people and had to get them tattooed. Like every
Let me see it again. Bring it
like
closer.
like every style he's stolen from, he just
Is he
puts
out
it
of
on his
shape?
back.
That back look out of shape. That looks
I
like
don't know when this was,
out of,
bro.
sh- out of
I
shape.
don't,
Why are
I don't
you?
think I don't
Why are
think
you
any
worried
of us
about?
That looks
I don't think
Why are
any
you
of us
worried about?
here
Why are
are
you
willing to
worried
call him
about
out
his
of shape when
back?
he's in this picture. He's more in shape than all three of us combined in here.
I don't know.
Why? Why are you worried about his?
That look like my back, bro. That's all I'm saying.
Really?
That looks like your back. That looks like your
No.
back.
Yeah. Like he has a lot. He has like I think Erica Badu. He has Sade. He got Aaliyah. He got Lil Wayne. He got way too many faces on him.
I
guess
feel
if
like
you
Drake
want
mentions like once every like 3 songs that he was at Erica Badu house. One time. Not even when I was at Erica
Yeah, he got.
Badu house.
That's exactly it. He got. He has his uncle, his grandma, his mom, his dad, his producer, Sade, Aaliyah, and Lil Wayne faces tatted.
it's like 8 people.
Exactly.
My God.
That's
Imagine,
when motherfuckers.
imagine you
motherfuckers
sit behind him with his shirt off and they're just all staring at you.
He
It's
didn't
just
even
like,
meet. I don't even think he didn't meet two of the people he has tattooed on him. Like ever. They could have been assholes that he didn't know. They could have not liked him.
they said, why do you have my face tattooed?
It really is just bad placement. It looks like he bought those like wet tattoos and just like put them all over himself. Because he really could have done like one comprehensive piece, like all in one thing, and it would have not looked as
But then
bad.
that John would have looked like the fucking Mortal Kombat, like Sea of Souls type John. Like,
Like look
But it
on
could
his
have.
arm, he just has them like what is that? He got too many small pieces. He needed like one that's just like a
He could have
sleeve
did
or a
like a
back
whole,
piece.
yeah, like he could have did a whole concept where they're like all together in like a room or something, and made like a cool type of concept where they're all next to each other, something like that, rather than just have their heads floating like.
That's a lot. The back is a lot of room. You can make something happen there. Hopefully he fills everything out.
y'all know that scene in Scooby Doo Spooky Island when they try to grab the people's souls.
They grab the
That
heads.
shit
Yeah,
look
They grab the
facts.
heads.
Look at this. This is one like before he had any of them.
That's Quinn's back.
What was I gonna say? You know what tattoo? What face tattoo I do mess with? Kalani's Lauryn Hill tattoo on her bicep. She has like the silhouette from that album like on her arm. It looks really cool. Yeah, I've been thinking about tattoos a lot too now.
bro.
Like I want to do certain things. I had two concepts because like I'm trying to figure out how to because I like a lot of stuff and I would like to get them tattooed, but I don't want it to just look like I got like all this weird stuff that doesn't go together. So I was thinking of like sectioning off certain parts of my body for like certain themes, but I don't know how that's gonna look. Or you want to say,
All
King?
right, so I was thinking about it too a lot because like my 3 main ideas for my tattoos I wanted to do was Norse mythology.
Because you're so big on that.
First off, which I actually am. So how about you suck my dick?
All right.
3.
After the show.
3. Like the one I talked to you about before about the heroes and villains type Johns, and like the and then the albums. Remember the albums that like mean a lot to me?
Yeah.
The artists and all that shit.
Yeah.
So like those are, and then I was like maybe for shits and giggles. When I was a kid, I remembered I really wanted a dragon tattoo just because of remember the old game Yakuza?
Yeah.
There's a plus exclusive in there. I don't know if you got it.
I did, yeah. I think it's like Yakuza 0 some shit.
Is that the bear tattoo behind you?
Yeah.
So, I would say it'd be really cool to get like something like that, like a dragon or anything really that like is a long type of like tattoo, and you just get it wrapped around like your body.
That's what I was thinking.
Like
I literally have it.
I had
wrapped
gave this
around.
idea because I think Jody was telling me something about something like this, like a tattoo similar to that, and I was saying like, yo, you should get it like wrapped around. She was like, oh no, I don't think that would look cool. And I'm like,
That's,
again, it's everybody's
but
preference, but
that's
I was just saying in my head.
that's a pretty common thing though. Like I've seen plenty of people with black and white snake tattoos wrapped around their forearm. Like that's
So like,
not
I'm like, yeah,
new.
that's so tough.
so
I
like,
think
I
it's
feel
just so
like
tough.
it would be tough to have like the tail on like the. I'm sitting here thinking y'all can see my hand. So
Tail.
I'm like the tail all right here. I'm like descriptive and shit.
Like I want the tattoo on my ankle. You can't even see any of it.
So,
I want it on my toe.
So
So
like,
you see it, right?
You know what would be tough is like having the tail start here at the top, and then just like when it wraps, and like you get here to the bigger part, that'll be the head. But like it'll just be like.
I think the
It's
head would
gonna
look
eat
cooler
your
on your.
face.
I think the
Yeah,
head
I
would
was
look
gonna
cooler
say.
on the back of your hand though.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
My face would look better on my cock. Or whatever.
I was
You
gonna say you
okay?
should extend it all the way down to your chest and then let it go all the way down to your penis, so you could do that.
Jesus Christ! Just the fucking long ass drag just going on my fucking body.
No one else will see it unless you go to the beach swimming or some girl talking.
No, but
Like,
think
they
about
gonna
it.
be
Having a tail design here doesn't really like having a dragon's head would look fire though.
Just
But I
because
feel like it's not
everybody,
big enough.
My hair's not big enough.
my whole thing is, Quinn, when somebody sees you, they're gonna be like, "What's that?" You're never gonna be able to show them in public because they're just like, "Oh yeah, it's here. You just it's there." So I mean,
You know, I don't like telling my tattoo ideas. Niggas, are we gonna shoot me down, bro?
We're not
we're just
shooting you
helping
down. We're giving you
We're helping you.
suggestions.
Nah, bro. Y'all are. Leave me alone.
I forgot you
Talk
like
about
yes
y'all.
men. My fault.
Fuck you, yo. I can't with this nigga, bro. Get me off the show. I thought I told y'all individually.
Cyberbullying. You can walk away from the screen.
You remember when Tyler the Creator said that shit wasn't real?
That's what I was talking about, yeah.
Yo, I think he's the reason why we are all assholes. Cause like, just growing up, listening to him and watching him do the shit he did, like.
It's because we grew up around like troll, like era.
Like I was telling my friend, like me and her was in the car and we was just on break and shit, and I was telling her how like I'm like I don't know, like at my job, motherfuckers really do be sensitive as shit. And I, cause I play around a lot, and like motherfuckers just can't take my jokes sometimes. So it's just like I really hate that soft shit. Like that shit just gets me so mad.
You mean the shit you be on sometimes?
Sometimes, bro. If I'm in a bad mood, yeah.
It's really like crazy. Gwen either has really tough skin or really soft skin, but you can't tell.
It's just if I'm going through shit already and then y'all start picking on me, that's when I'm like, all right, fuck y'all niggas pissing me off. But then it's like other times I can take the joke and I'm just like, all right, cool, I don't care. But more times lately, I've just been really sad. So
it's that fake girlfriend, bro. Get rid of her.
Did you ever take that bath?
Oh, yo, I was cracking up, right? Because Ricky hit me up. Ricky don't ever hit me up. Ricky hit me up.
He's like, this nigga finna die. Like, what's going on?
I was like, bro, I honestly meant that to be more funny, but I see how.
Bro, it was so sad. We was all down the shore, like, yo, we gotta go back. Like, that Mark Q. I just want that joke was not funny. Like, like it was sad.
Yeah.
I'm like, maybe we shouldn't have gone on this trip without him. Like, is he
good? Ricky was like, yo, bro, you good? I was like, laughing my ass off. Yeah, bro. Honestly meant it to be like funny, but
as you keep reading it,
I was like, I see how it looks like I'm gonna kill myself.
All right, we're pack your shit. We out. This wasn't the right time to go down.
Did you read it back now? You realize how bad that looked?
I literally showed this man. Like, I looked at it. I forget where I was, but I looked at it and I was like, and I was about to send it to Victor. I was like, send it, man. I'm gonna just walk over to him and show him. I'm like, bro, you see what this man's saying?
Yo, like, I'm about to pull this John up. Let me see.
I remember exactly how I said. I said I got the sudden urge to buy a bottle of honey and drink until I cry myself to sleep in the bathtub.
How is that funny?
Like, I don't see the funny part at all. What was it? Was it the Henny? Was it the cry part? I don't know.
It's so sad. Like, like there's nobody liked it. Nobody retweeted it.
No one's doing it because they're all trying to reach out to him.
Everybody's just concerned.
They're like, all right. Well, that's why I text this man. I text this man as soon as I saw it. I say, "Yo, bro, are you good?" I was like, "Everything okay?" He was like, "Yeah, I'm chilling." I'm like, "Are you sure?" Yo.
Yeah. It was funny. Mark and Victor are the only ones who reached out, but it's okay.
Dang, Ricky.
Yeah. My bad. So, fuck, what was I gonna say? Damn, I forgot what I was saying. Oh no, Mark. When when I saw you guys post pictures, I was like, I was over here like actually genuinely happy. And when I told Mark that, I was like, I love you guys. Mark didn't text me back the whole day, and I was like, all right,
Because
fuck you,
that's
then. Never
literally when we
mind.
were going to get ready for the beach and everything like that, and I didn't even have my phone on me to really look. I was just trying. We were just all trying to get out and shit.
I told this man I love him and shit. He just like he treated me like one of them fucking bitches. Like don't want to text me and shit.
Bro, I charged my phone Friday. I ain't pick up I ain't have to charge my phone until I got back last night. I ain't
Yeah.
not using my phone for nothing.
Yeah, when I got there, I had to charge my phone, but then once it was fully charged that day, I never had to put it back on.
Literally, all my friends were gone. Like y'all were not. None of my friends were in Philly. Like Giselle went to the Poconos. All y'all was down Wildwood. I was just here at the crib, just like I'm bored as shit.
Upside a rose.
Y'all all commented on how I just listening to music videos and shit. I'm just like, well, ain't nothing else to do. All y'all niggas is gone.
She was working though, right?
Who?
You.
Yeah, but I'm saying like when I got out of work, I got out of work at like 5:30. Well, 4:30 on Friday and then 5:30 on Saturday. So I was just like at the crib, just chilling.
Got you.
Yeah. Yeah, all my homies was gone, so it's not like I could have like chilled with y'all after work or something.
What was I gonna say? Oh, I want to talk about this too a little bit because we experienced this yesterday. So our last day basically was yesterday. Like we spent like morning/afternoon there. So we ate breakfast, Q, and like my sister had asked me to get her a hoodie from down the shore, like Wildwood or whatever. So I was like, all right, like we'll do that and then we'll dip. So we went to the boardwalk and we walked up on a Black Lives Matter protest on the boardwalk. But we saw it from a distance and we didn't know what it was. We're like, wait, do we turn around? Like what we about to walk into?
Because like what was crazy is that before we got up there, like it wasn't as crowded. Like we saw it from a good distance, it wasn't crowded. But as we got closer, we were like, what's happening? Why is there like so
There
many?
was no signs, no nothing. So we're like, what is this? And then somebody picked up a flag said Black Lives Matter. I'm like, oh, like, or Anicia was there. She was like, oh, cool, like we're good. And I'm like, what if that flag just lit on fire? Like, it's like, oh,
Nowhere.
that's cool. And then it's like, oh snap.
And then everybody just brings out their white hoods.
Yeah.
You see how I just
like, oh my god.
Let's go.
But no,
we stayed a little too long, guys.
We walked onto the boardwalk and there was like a group of people there, like a decent amount. And they had their flags out and signs and like it was nice. Everybody had their shirts. And like there was one person like one she was probably like our age, like leading everybody. And she was like, oh,
Maybe
like,
a little older, if anything, yeah. But
she was like, just don't walk into anybody, like mind your business, just do what, like your protest, but don't run into somebody in the boardwalk or like cause a disturbance.
yeah.
And by the time we got to that, we were in the crowd basically, like we were a part of it. And they started marching, and we were just all like, I guess we're marching. So we just joined. We joined the protest, and we were, yeah.
I said, I was like, Black Lives Matter.
We just got.
I was in with it.
We just joined it,
put an activist in your bio.
No. But we joined it and we were just marching along with them for a while. But the thing that kind of disturbed us a lot was, and it made you think about, first off, when we were in it, everybody was chanting loud as hell. I got like chills, and I was like, "Yo, this is awesome!" Like I really liked it.
Because you realize you're like, yo, you're really in it, like, and this is really a thing, and it's just,
bro, it's like little kids and like full adults, old heads, young people, everybody, kids holding signs, and it was really.
And it
nice.
was, and let me say, it wasn't just like one color race, like it was some people that
white,
were
Hispanic, Black, Hispanic, everybody.
Like, and you're just like, wow, this cause is like really happening right now, and you're in it, and you're actually.
It was dope. But the part that kind of, which sucks, even though it was so nice, the part that kind of stuck out and it's like really sad and like pisses me off, makes me not want to ever go back there, is that everybody was booing at us on the boardwalk.
I wouldn't say everybody, but there definitely was
But
a good amount, a
like
really good amount.
older white folk were booing at us as we were marching on the boardwalk and like screaming at us.
That really just made me mad. Like you make me want to go down to Wildwood and purposely just scream Black Lives Matter all like.
Bro, like
But
it was
like
crazy.
it was people were just lined up along the railings and parts where the stores were at and just booing at the crowd in the
Bro,
middle
like
marching.
I
And there were
definitely
there were police protecting us, but it was just kind of like seeing that like I was like mad, and
bro.
they were following behind us and screaming like Blue Lives Matter and like, oh, the white liberal's not your friend, or like just screaming at us.
no, like
All older people.
the crazy thing is that like again, like I remember, I think it was the first day we got down there, and I
I would have been,
remember I
in
had
Wildwood jail. I would have straight two pieces of shit on the
it was
head.
the first day I was there, and I think I had got like a pamphlet or something, like a paper saying like, "Oh yeah, come to this rally, like it's on Sunday." And that's why when we walked up there, I was like, "Wait, I feel like I remember I got this paper saying that today was going to be the day they were going to do this." But the thing that was crazy is that while we literally got up there and we were like basically in the whole thing, like these people were already standing like across on the other side of the boardwalk, just like waiting for it to
Like
start,
I
just
think
so they can do that.
like they saw
And
that
you
they were gonna meet
know,
there and they planned to like be the opposite to that protest.
Cape May is like literally like 20 minutes away, probably
Hmm.
less. And Cape May is dead ass nothing but Trump supporters. So
Yeah.
9 times out of 10, half those fucking people there that were booing you were from Cape May and just
Or
wanted to
not.
be
I'm
there
not
with
even
the
gonna say
fucking
that.
Vandals.
It's just a lot of people. Like even when we were down there, we saw a lot of like the Blue Lives flags and like Trump 2020 flags on the houses and a lot of that stuff. But it's not. I'm not even gonna get into all of that. It's just the fact that we were in that protest and like you like what are you doing by like screaming back at that? Like you're just causing argument. Like if you don't agree with it, just let them. Like they weren't bothering anybody. It really. And I'm not saying that to like to like make it seem like there was no wrongdoing on, even though there wasn't really from what we saw. But like at that time, they didn't start anything. Like they were like to themselves, and
Right.
like only time is when like around the time before we left, when things start actually got like kind of like rowdy and like scary, was that some woman, she had a wagon of like food for people that were protesting and stuff, which is nice, and like water bottles, and she had a child with her, and the child was holding a sign of Tamir Rice, and it was like, oh, like the police killed a 12-year-old boy, but she went with the little kid and made them like stand in front of people. I'm like, yo, you can't, like, don't put a little kid out there in danger, like in front like other adults. And then the woman with the wagon was like getting into the people's face and like screaming at them, like, yo, that's not helping the
Yeah.
situation. Like, you
And that's the
like
thing.
don't make
Like
kids
she let them
activists
get
against
to,
their
yeah.
will.
Like, and what's
She's like,
crazy
oh,
is
like
that
hold the
she let
sign,
them
go
get to
over
them.
there, yeah.
Like, and she wasn't supposed to let them get to her like that, and that's what happened. And then she ended up putting the kid, in the front line like that. But,
That's wrong.
But yeah, it was a strong boo. Like it was a very strong boo.
like well coordinated, like it was like all together.
Very loud, like lots of people.
I was like,
Young kids too.
wow.
Huh?
Was it all
Probably.
old or was it a few young
And
kids too?
mostly old, but there probably could have been some younger ones, if anything. Yeah.
But it was mostly older people, and it was funny because like also young kids just being young kids, they were just like making fun of what they were chanting, because like they were what?
Totally off topic, but can we please go to a drive-in theater? Okay, go.
Of course, there's one by me, like probably like a half hour away, hour away. Um, only thing is like the show, like what they show, like the movies they show is usually not current, or like the show
No,
times
it's
are weird.
fine, bro. It's just a drive-through within itself is fucking amazing. So.
But forgot what I was oh, like they were screaming Blue Lives Matter, and some young kid was like, "What?" Is like, "Fuck you, a Crip?" Like it was like big C's, big C's.
Yo, Vic, Mark, you know what I saw on TikTok? Because he sent it to me was the bull you saw. I violate you. And
Yeah.
I
it
didn't
was all
believe it. I was like so
Bro,
confused.
they were down there. All right, so I think this was this was the first
first
day.
got there.
Yeah, this was the first day.
I wasn't there yet. Yeah,
And yeah, and I don't remember exactly why, but I think we were just like, let's go on the boardwalk, we're hungry, whatever. And we had went to the boardwalk and we had went to go get, we went to get Chicky and Pete's. So as we were walking, we got there and we're just sitting in line. And next thing you know it, I think E was the one who noticed the one bull, and he was like, "Oh shit, that's the bull from TikTok." I looked at him, and I thought he was talking about the bull that I was talking about. And
No,
then he
he's
was
talking about
saying
the other
no,
boy, like
he was
no
talking about the
Bev.
other bull, yeah, and he was talking about him. So I was like, "Oh, okay." But then I realized I looked at the other bull, and I was like, "Wait, but that bull's also from TikTok." He's like, "Shit, like for real?" And I was like, "Yeah." And I showed him the video, and I showed Jody because Jody was with us, and I showed her. I was like, "Yeah, that's dumb." She was like, "No, it's not." I was like, "Yeah, it is." She kept
Did y'all
looking at
talk
it. She
to
was
him?
like, "We didn't."
Uh,
He was first of all, he was also just with like a bunch of like,
he was
yo,
like, he was like, you would have been if you would have been here, you would have straight went up to him and talked to him. I was like, damn straight. Like, why not?
no, he was just with a bunch of like. That's the thing. I guess he's just like so much younger. Like, bro, he's short. Like the bull is short. Like, I thought bull was like older. Bull was like definitely like a kid who's most likely like in high school still. And I was just like, what the hell? And he was just like with a bunch of other young bulls. And I was
where
just
is it?
like,
Does his bio say where he's from or anything?
I don't know. I
So
didn't
from
check
New
that.
York.
New York or New Jersey, maybe?
I
No.
was just like, fuck. And I was like, yo, I literally just watched this man's TikTok like literally a day or two ago.
You know what's the
And that
problem
shit,
for me right now? That it's
what?
turning me like I'm shifting into this person, not person, but car TikTok is my shit. And I want to buy like 12 cars now because of TikTok. Like I just want to like fix up cars and become a freaking mechanic or something now. And I'm just like, is that him? Is that them down there? Or is that just a video?
Yeah, it's them down there.
You see, that's him.
That's funny.
He was like, no Bev, no Bev, no Bev.
Love.
Yeah, they from
They probably would have felt
NYC.
uncomfortable if you like went up to them anyway. So it's kind of
Quinn
funny.
wouldn't have.
No, I'm saying them
I
like
know,
being
but Quinn would have
approached.
been like, yo, why you fucking come on,
Damn, Mark,
bro?
you ain't never lied, bro.
What you mean?
Bull Death is short. It's like a video of all of them together.
And he had black Air
Bro, he
Forces
like,
on.
he like 4'2", bro.
Bro, I'm
All
telling you,
right.
so I was like, bro,
Bro,
he really
Mark,
looked
Vic,
short like
look,
a young bull, bro.
look at him. You
Oh
don't see him,
snap!
bro?
Bro,
Like
like a
Kevin Hart height.
young
What
bull.
if Bull like 6'5" though? And like it's like basketball players. When you see basketball players, like yo, he's short as shit, but Bull like 6 foot.
From just a really far distance.
Yeah,
You're like, oh, he's short. But nah, bro, he looked short as hell. That's why I was like, bro, he has to be like fucking still in high school, like or something. Like shit.
that's funny.
But it looks like he's fucking
No Bev.
college.
They probably be at Wildwood a lot though. They probably just be trying to get at bitches.
It was just so fucking
And it's
random.
probably easy for them too. Got that TikTok.
Bro, but the thing that's
that
crazy is
TikTok
that
clout.
TikTok is like, yo, this shit is really popping off to the point where literally I remember hearing maybe like 2 times guys and girls talking down there. Like we're just walking on the boardwalk and I just hear conversations over here and they're just like, oh yeah, you know, I'm from TikTok and all this shit, or I'm TikTok famous and shit like that. Like, bro, it's
But how?
it's literally a topic of conversation though. That's the thing that was like amazing me. The fact that people are actually down there just like, oh yeah, you know, I'm from TikTok. Yeah, check out my videos. And
Well,
like, there was
I don't like that. I don't like self-proclaiming that you're like. There are people with millions of followers that like don't feel like they're famous at all. There's no way he's in high school, bro. He's from New York because the bio says New York City, but this man got husky ass beard.
that's what I'm saying. I can't believe if he's short as hell, and I can't believe that if he is and still in high school. Like that's weird. But I was just surprised that I heard that a lot, like while we were down there, and I was just like, wow, I can't believe this is actually something where people are doing now. Like bringing up that they're either TikTok famous or they're on TikTok or how many likes they have on it, or you know.
If somebody says that, I'm like, I automatically don't like you as a person.
And what was funny is I don't know if it was true or not, but there was one where he had told the girl that he was TikTok famous, and I think she was bringing up TikToks, and Bull couldn't name them or say any of them, and she was like catching him off guard. And I think he was trying to be fake TikTok famous, and it was just a bunch of girls or something. And I was just like, yo, she was like, you're not even fucking famous. I was just like, yo, what is this? Like, why am I down here listening to these like conversations?
Yeah. Like if you get recognized, that's a different story. Like that Bull, he got recognized.
Exactly.
Now he could flex. He probably would have boosted his ego by coming up to him. Like, hey yo, like no Bev. I'm like, ah.
Yeah, you definitely could have caught him off guard, Q, if you were there and he had no bev. And you just He probably would have hated you for it, to be honest.
I know, he would've
Because
been
you stole his thing. He would have really probably like been like, all right, nigga, get the fuck out of my face. Quinn would have been like, oh, come on.
Then we would have had to fight them.
We
Like,
might
no,
have
they my
lost. The
mans.
school had black Air Forces, so I don't know.
You can't fuck with niggas with black Air Forces, bro. Fuck that shit. Just keep going.
Exactly.
Yeah, that protest thing got me a little tight. Like I don't even want to fuck with Wildwood no more.
Bro, that's
I don't
what I
care
said.
if we-
I've been
to
saying.
be honest, I don't care if we
Wildwood,
don't anymore. Like I said, the Wildwood thing was just easy for me because I've been there so much, and as a child,
Yeah.
I was just there so much.
But it's like I feel like the whole shore area
Bro,
is pretty
no,
like
like-
that.
No, like I honestly just, I'm so over Wildwood, bro. Like this shit is corny now.
We need to
Like,
find a shore city that's like minorities.
chill. No, we just need to find like
A
we
spot.
just need to find a chill spot because I feel like Wildwood is dead ass just young bulls now. Like
We
Well,
getting
that's
too
the thing.
old.
It is, and the thing is, when we had went back in like 2016, you know, it was like, or no, was it 20? No, it wasn't 2016. It was
17.
17.
So yeah, I was just saying how initially, you know, like back in 2017 when we went, you know, that's kind of when we were still young. We were like, okay, let's just have some fun or whatever. But now it's like being in college and then fucking just being like over 20, being over 21. You're like, yeah, this isn't it. We're getting old. Oh, too many things that shouldn't excite us, and people being young and loud is.
But I've always been like that though. I just don't like the rowdiness.
Oh
of it.
yeah, I don't like
like-
people being loud. Even in school, I hated that. I'm like, yo, why are you so loud? And it's
Or like just being on the boardwalk and people like just bothering people you don't know. Like
yeah, I don't know, bro. It's just I'm not fucking with the vibes. Like honestly, like the Camp KOA is a pretty chill area. It's just that whole area is just like Trump supporters. It's just like, but like the whole area within itself, like it's got like a lake in it, and then it's got like a pool, shower. Like it's just pretty chill spot. But
if they mind their own business, it's not a big deal. I just don't like when
Yeah.
they start to become Karens.
Yeah, they started drawing.
man.
Well, that's definitely one of the things. Is like, I guess Wildwood is good for that party shore, but like, there's also Seaside where it's like older people because it's like more clubbish.
Hmm.
Then there's AC that has like the olders because it's like a little
Gambling.
mini like gambling area. You know what I mean? So it's like, but my sister goes to AC and she says it's way better than Wildwood. She's like, AC is like, she takes her kids there and she's like, she likes it a lot more. So
It's definitely family friendly more over there.
Yeah, we gotta find a new city. There's some other bit like
you should try Ocean City, Maryland.
I like their beach. Their boardwalk is trash.
Look at you, I'll say some real like, nah, fuck them.
Bro.
I mean,
No.
Bro.
I love Ocean City, but Maryland, I love their beach, hate their boardwalk, and then Ocean City, New Jersey, I hate their beach, love the boardwalk. It's like flip flop.
To be honest, I
never been to Ocean City, New Jersey.
I'd rather hate the beach than the boardwalk.
Hold on, bro.
Smack the shit out of that.
I hate when that happens. Like, I'll be having both headphones in. I don't hear, like, I hear something, then I take it.
I hear that too.
I hear it too.
Sounding bull talking right outside my door. Close your fucking door. The cat's like, no.
What was I say? No, because we can find new places. Like I feel like the shores, we've overdone it. Like we haven't done the Poconos at all together. We haven't done another place I want to show. Yo, can you not beat your meat while I'm talking? Thank you.
Who are you talking to?
Q. All I heard was like.
I just have my code. I'm just staring at it. That's the only thing I was doing. That's why I was like, wait, what?
Another place that I heard of that like we don't like. I think Philly people don't really go to. It's more like a New York thing, but like Connecticut, like up there, it's not as far as you think, and it'd probably be cool to go to. I gotta look it up.
Yo, you know what's funny, Giselle? I told her about how like my mom moved to Ohio when I was a kid, a baby. I lived in Ohio for like a week, and one time we were like play arguing or some shit, and she's like, "Fuck out of here, you from Ohio?" And I was like, "Yo, you see?" I was like, "You can't tell motherfucking shit about your life."
Or even like Carolinas or Virginia, they go down that way. It'd be cool. But
Virginia is good.
Mark hate Virginia because he used to take them
I do
drives.
hate Virginia. I do hate it in itself. The beach, though, I went there like maybe once or twice, and it's good. But
I remember during the summer, he would hit me like, "Yo, you trying to take this drive with me to Virginia?" And I'm like, "It's kind of short notice."
Because I didn't want to go anymore. I was tired. I needed a friend. God.
I'm tired of this, Grandpa.
Bro, and I remember I was down there one time, and all of y'all were hanging out together. And I think y'all went at the Angel's house, and I was so fucking mad. I was like, yo, I kept looking at stories on my phone. I was like, bro, I want to be there, but I'm over in fucking Virginia. Like, I hate it here.
You used to like Virginia, bro.
It's because he has doing fucking they had properties and shit, like my sister. And
yeah.
Picking up a house and shit like that, and he always wanted me to go with him. Yeah, I didn't. It wasn't worth
it. So y'all, it wasn't like go to Virginia for fun. That shit was the work.
Exactly, which made it worse.
Corny.
I was exhausted.
Yo, I feel you, bro. I understand how you feel now, bro. Because when you remember, like I used to always tell my dad cut grass and shit. So like, there's certain areas in Pennsylvania that when I go to it, I'm just like, I don't want to be here. Like Gladwin,
exactly.
PA.
Gladwin.
Don't ever take me to Gladwin, bro.
Bro, that's exactly what I'm saying. And then, not to mention, it wasn't just always just where that one place we went to Virginia, because then on top of that, my brother went to college in Virginia. So then I would also be going over there half the time for that. And I'm just like, bro, I'm sick and tired of Virginia. Like, I can't stand this place anymore.
Not to mention, Virginia is fucking huge, bro. Like, bro, I will never forget. We was traveling to North Carolina to see family, and I fell asleep at the start of Virginia. I woke up 4 hours later.
Still in Virginia.
I was so mad.
Damn it! I thought this was gonna help.
And we still had 2 more hours to go till we got out of Virginia. I was like, fuck. I'm fucking hate here.
Bro, I can't stand it.
Bro, I was so fucking mad. I was like, why are we still in Virginia? I want you to fuck.
And every time somebody says like, oh yeah, let's go to Virginia. Oh yeah, Virginia seems fun. I'm just like, yeah, I guess. I guess it's fun.
They got like Busch Gardens and shit, which is cool.
Exactly.
When I was a kid, we were supposed to go to Busch Gardens. I don't know why we never did it.
I don't think I've ever been. I think it might have been once. I don't know.
I remember I was so excited too because I used to see like all the commercials for Busch Gardens.
I'm sorry.
I still want to do spooky stuff with you guys. Like I want to go to like abandoned hospitals and shit.
Find them. I don't know where they're at, but if you find them,
we could try to go to Penhurst, even though it's probably like heavily guarded.
Yeah, I'm not trying to get arrested over some spooky shit.
So all we gotta do is just put our mask on. That's all we gotta do.
I think we got enough material in. Where can they find you, Q?
Find me on Instagram and Twitter at Q etc. And Mark, where can you find you?
You find me on Instagram at etc Marky Mark, Twitter Marky Mark. Victor, where can they find you? And etc at?
My Instagram is etc Victor. Also, is the Twitter's the same. Etc. Stuff is real, etc. The email is real.etc@gmail.com. We love y'all. See you next week.
Bye.